Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all can hear me. Please reply via chat box. Welcome to agricultureinformation.com webinar. Today we are going to interact with Mr. Nitesh Mittal on organic agri input, entrepreneurship and opportunities. The format of the webinar will be as follows. I'll mute everyone in the audience except Mr. Mittal. Then Mr. Nitesh will make his presentation, and after we listen to him, we can ask him our questions by typing in chat box in GoToMeeting, or you can also email me at ed@agricultureinformation.com. I repeat, ed@agricultureinformation.com. Then I'll forward the questions sent by you, and if we have time, I may unmute one or two members in the audience so that you can directly talk with Mr. Nitesh. Mr. Nitesh, I'm unmuting you. You can start your presentation.
Hello.
Yes, Nitesh.
This is Nitesh. Yes. Hi to all and very good afternoon. This is Nitesh Mittal from Nitesh Agro Industries. Let me first of all introduce myself. We are a company which has been formed in 1983, and we as a company have been mainly into B2B business of agriculture. We have been suppliers to some of the well-known companies of India like NAFED, IFCO, CRIPCO, GSFC. It means all the Navratna companies of India which is run by Government of India itself. Since long we have been basically a B2B player, but last 3-4 years we entered into retail segment through Nitesh Agro Industries, and we decided to directly reach out to the farmer through our retail products rather than supplying just to the big companies like government-owned companies. So this is how Nitesh Agro Industries and all the retail products were formed. Talking about myself, I have now around 8 to 9 years of business experience, and have done my post-graduation from Bangalore itself in international business as well as marketing. Coming back to organic products, organic input products, how the market is, how it is not, I would like to have a very informal discussion about the same, and would like to tell you as to how this market actually works. As you all know, organic is a new buzzword which is going around in the market. Everybody wants to do some organic business because reason is that a lot of chemical inputs day by day are becoming, first of all, expensive, and second reason is that farmer as well as the end consumer, that is a person who is consuming the food, is becoming aware as to how chemical products or chemical foods are injurious to the health. As a result, a lot of people are asking for organic products, organic food, and for this organic food, people require, the farmers require organic inputs. Organic inputs are basically the bioproducts or your organic fertilizers, you may call it, which are used during the time of farming. Till now, people have been using conventional type of agriculture inputs in organic farming like cow dung or neem oil as well as neem based products for organic farming. But there have been cases people started finding that the result of this organic inputs have been quite expensive for them. Firstly, the results have been pretty slow for them, as well as the cost of input has gone up for them. As a result, people have started moving now very much towards more of innovative products. Now, in India, still what we find, we are still lagging behind as you compare to international markets, and still we do not have the technology what other countries are enjoying. But still, nonetheless, we have started in a right direction, and we already are doing pretty well. Though we cannot deny that China has a very big influence in our market. and a lot of Chinese products are being imported in India. Some of the major products which can be used for organic farming, one of them, a miracle product, is humic acid, which a lot of people in India know about it to some extent, but are not exactly aware as to how humic acid is different and how it is a miracle product for the organic industry as a whole. Because mainly this product has been imported from China, that is the reason people are not aware as to what kind of qualities are available in the world and how it is different. What does actually a humic acid does is it helps to improve your water retention in the soil. It helps for the soil conditioning. It helps for improving your growth, etc., etc. Now, this humic acid is found across the world in places like US, Canada, China, Australia, and various other places. So this is, I will not get into much into the product-wise details, because if I start explaining each and every product, it might be not possible for us to cover everything. But as this, the whole webinar is all about as to how to start up this agri input business and how good it is for starting off, and what are the profit margins you can expect, and how things are. Let me share some details with you. First of all, first question will come to anybody's mind, whether any particular, being the agriculture sector, whether any particular qualification is required to start a organic input business. The answer is no. You do not require any kind of specific qualifications. Having an agriculture background is always an advantage, because you will be then knowing a lot more things at a ground level, and you might be able to help a farmer in much more better way. But it is not compulsory to have an agriculture background to start this business. You can be a normal person, a farmer itself, or any XYZ person who is willing to work at a ground level with a farmer, ready to understand his needs, ready to do demonstrations, can start this business. And there is not a lot of space required. You can even start this business from your home itself. There are a lot of farmers we come across who are affluent farmers of their village, and they come up and say, boss, we want to be a dealer, and they do the business from their home itself. They stock the material there in their own place, and they are able to do the business. Secondly, this was all about qualification. Now, secondly, coming to this, whether any license is required for this business. As you compare to chemical pesticides and chemical fertilizers, which generally requires a license from the government, and where even for a shopkeeper you require a license. For organic inputs, there is no license required. This is one of the main reasons for this business also to be booming across India, because anybody, XYZ person, can start this business without having any kind of license. But there are certain states in India, like you may say UP, Uttar Pradesh, or for Andhra Pradesh, those people are asking for marketing license, which you can very well get itself when you're doing on a little bit on larger scale, and you can just apply, and it is easily available. The cost will be not more than 50,000, and it's a one-time fee. That you are supposed to only pay to the government of that particular state. That is not supposed to be paid to any XYZ company, and you can register the products, and you can get this particular thing. Now, talking about qualifications, license, the third question which will come to mind is to, because that is where most people are interested to know. To be honest, there is a huge margin to be made in this business. Though on this platform, talking about actually in terms of figures will be now not right and appropriate, but still, as the audience is pretty few, I can just share the margins at a dealer level or a distributor level are as high as 50 to 100%. Means that they get product as almost the MRP, and they are able to sell this product at the end farmer. But we as a company don't promote that thing too much. We generally ask our dealers and distributors to pass on at least some discounts to the end farmer, because at the end of the day, a farmer should be benefited. Now coming back to what is the capital required for such kind of business, there are 2-3 ways of starting this business. One is just becoming a dealer or a distributor, where you can just start the initial margin of, let's say, 50,000 rupees. You can stock the material and you can get the material delivered and you can start the business in your area. Or if there are certain people who want to do it in their own brand also. Like that, it means that there are some distributors, big distributors, who always come and say, sir, we want to sell in our own brand, that is our own company name. Well, that is also possible with some companies, and even with us. Their initial investment comes to 1.5 lakhs to 2 lakh rupees, where a person can start off his own business in his own area, in his own company name, and the product can be labeled by him under his company name, as written as marketed by his company name, and manufactured by XYZ manufacturer. What is the scope of this business in India and abroad? Well, it's organic farming, organic inputs. Organic farming is still a developing business, and there is a huge amount of organic farming which is coming across. More and more people are developing organic farms, because at the end of the day, organic farmer is also able to get good pricing for his end product. That is, organic apple or organic tomato would be sold at almost a double price than what generally a normal tomato or a normal apple would be sold with chemical pesticides. So a farmer is also willing to spend that particular thing. Talking about the international scenario, there are farmers from India who are exporting such agriculture, organic stuff across the world. Even in countries like Dubai, or you go to UAE, or you go to Malaysia, you go to Saudi. These are some of the countries we also export our agro imports. There is a huge demand for these organic products. There are a lot of people who just want to switch over to organic farming and when anything comes for organic farming, you require organic input. Now, how does this actually, organic input is basically, there is a complete range of products which can be like your soil conditioners, your pesticides, your plant growth promoters, and so on. And every product has its own set of benefits. Soil conditioners basically help you to enhance the quality of the soil, enhance the water retention of the soil, enhance the growth at the root level. Plant growth promoters are basically those set of products which helps to increase the yield up to 30-40% in some cases, and even to 50%. There are cases in Assam where people have sprayed the products and they have got a huge amount of increase in the yield. People might have also, sometime back there was the world's largest potato which was grown in Bihar, and that was done by an organic farmer himself. You can Google it and you can find it out. There is a lot of information available out there. So it is not that the yield is going down by organic input or by organic farming, because there are equally organic inputs of high quality which are available, which can help to increase the yield of the farmer. And lastly, there are biopesticides, organic pesticides, which are basically which help to control various pest attacks like larvae, like your fungicide, your mites, thrips, etc., etc. So now organic farming has moved in a very big way, and there are a lot of advanced products which tend to give results to a farmer in a much more effective way, much more faster way, and there is a huge margin, there is a huge opportunity available, and people are able to capture it. So this is still, India is a very in a nascent stage, or you can say very early stage of development of organic farming, And we as a company see it to be growing on a very big scale, not only in India, but outside India too. So I think so this is right time. If people can actually get into this business, there is a huge opportunity and huge future to be made, because not only you are making money, but you are also serving the farmer, also serving the society by providing a chemical-free product to most of the people. So this is all about it that I would like to talk in brief. I would like to do it a much more a discussion where people can ask questions, and I would like to answer it one-on-one and try to help them as much as possible.
Okay. Thanks, Mr. Nitesh, for the informative talk. I request audience, please start your questions now by typing in chat box. You can start typing in chat box. So how much loan, bank will give for this kind of business?
Okay, generally I don't think so you will require much of a loan, because you can start with a small amount like 40-50,000 or 20,000 or 30,000. I am not sure about the loan criteria with a lot of banks, but generally a small farmer is also able to start this business. So I don't think so you will require a loan to start this business.
Okay.
In most cases, people don't require loan. So I'm not sure what kind of amount you're looking for.
Okay. So our next question is, are there any subsidies available from Government of India for establishing this kind of business?
No, there is no subsidy as of now. Government is not giving any kind of subsidy for this kind of business, but people are talking to government to avail this kind of subsidy from them. Okay, please give a subsidy for this, because it's actually helping the society on a whole. So there are people, as in Andhra Pradesh also, we have come across cases where they are talking to the government for this. But still, as of now, there is no particular thing which has happened. But thing is that this particular products are not covered under Fertilizer Corporation Act or Insecticide Act of India. So that is also one of the reasons where first, as government is not covering it under any kind of law or any kind of act, there is a positive side to it also, because people are not requiring any kind of license. Because if you start, if you are looking for licenses, then you can just take an example. If you, to be very practical, to get a pesticide license, chemical pesticide license from Andhra, it takes more than a year or 1.5 years just to get a license.
Okay. Vishnu wants to know, are all organic inputs imported? Only domestic manufacturers are also there?
See, organic input is a very large area. There are organic inputs, there can be a lot of things. Like, first of all, there is organic manure. There is this neem-based pesticides are there. Organic inputs is a very large thing. There are certain inputs which are imported. There are certain inputs which are manufactured in India. One of them is organic manure, which a lot of people are making from cow dung and all these things which are made in India itself. There is neem-based products which are also made in India itself. There are certain technicals which are imported, just like humic acid, your seaweeds, all these products are all imported. So it's a mix of both. It is all available in India, as well as some of them are imported as well.
Okay. Rajneesh wants to know, are there any customers for such business in cities like households, or there are only farmers in villages who are the customers?
Let me give a very simple example. I recently traveled to Dubai, and there the scenario is very different. There are people, they have a lot of this small kitchen gardens, and all these things are there in this kind of countries. And there is a huge market for those household business. Whereas in India, I am not sure which city he is from, but if you say, like, say South India, like Bangalore, people might be having such kind of things. But overall, there is a market for household, but volumes will be not there for you in most of the cases. So if volume is not there, you will be not able to make a profitable thing. And so that is the reason people only target farmers in villages rather than just the households.
Okay. So Soumya wants to know, can you please briefly let him know how to get into large scale production and get into the B2B model? What are the agencies helping in marketing of these products?
Okay. Now large scale production, I'm not sure which product you want to manufacture first, ma'am. I'm not sure. Because when we're talking of a large scale production, because organic inputs itself is a very big business where people specialize in certain businesses. There are people who are into just into this organic manure thing, who are just manufacturing organic manure products. There are companies who are just manufacturing neem-based products, and there are companies like us who are mainly importing a lot of things and manufacturing in India. So these are three different kind of categories that we are targeting into. Now when you are planning to do a large scale kind of a production of any XYZ thing, you need to first of all getting technical people. You need to hire a technical person who might be a BSc or who has some very good knowledge about as to how to make the products first of all. If he has good knowledge about those things, then you can get into this kind of a production activity. And talking about B2B model, there are you can directly contact a lot of companies in India through internet. There are a lot of things, even your agricultureinformation.com, you can post in a lot of things, and you can start the business because a lot of people are interested into this.
Okay. Soumya, I am unmuting you. If you have any more questions, you can ask him directly regarding this topic. Soumya, would you like to talk to him? Okay. Sir, how to identify market for these products?
How to identify market for these products? See, generally, you don't. It's a market which is already there for last 4 or 5 years now in India. I'm not sure if the person has actually gone to the ground level and talked to the farmers as such, but most of the farmers do know these products very well. Farmers are being very much aware of these products, and there are very big MNCs also present into this business now. So it is there at every level. Even for Karnataka, we have our own distributor also at Karnataka, who is catering to a lot of districts in Karnataka itself. We have distributors in Tamil Nadu, we have distributors in Assam, all these places. So there is a market there. You do not need to identify a particular market. If a person is doing agriculture, probably he is using these products. The reason is quite simple, because urea is though a necessity which people are using right now. A person using a chemical fertilizer is also using an organic product right now. So it is not that a person doing a chemical farming is not using a chemical, organic product. He is using both. So there is a market for it. I don't think so you need to identify it.
Okay. Since you say, all the farmers are aware of it, but usually the small marginal farmers, they are quite reluctant to use organic agri inputs because of maybe the initial losses or the general resistance. So what strategy should be adopted to convince them?
See, ma'am, basically I don't know how other companies work, but how we work, I'll tell you honestly. We have certain amount which we have kept aside, which we only spend for demonstrations. My distributor has a set of people who will go to a farmer, who will do a demonstration of my product in his farm, and without any cost, and after a result is seen to the farmer, he will then himself call my person for asking for the product. Basically, if you are, let's take it very simple. If a person is investing 100 rupees into doing a farming of, let's say, 100 rupees value, and supposing your input is able to increase its value from 100 to 150 rupees, that is the selling price, and if you are able to increase his profit to 50 rupees, that is from 100 to 150 rupees, and he is only spending 10 rupees for the organic input, then very well for that extra 40 bucks he will be ready to spend. So I understand a marginal farmer, you cannot just go and tell him, okay, boss, you use this product. You need to do a demonstration to him, you need to show how good your product is, and definitely if he sees a good result, he will come back to you with the money.
Okay. So how big is the organic manure market in India in value?
To be honest, we as a company do not deal into organic manure market, and so I won't be able to comment on that particular topic.
Okay. Rajneesh wants to know, is this market region specific like West and South, or are any states showing more demand?
This market is not only limited to West or South, it is across India. Yes, certain states like, honestly speaking, like Odisha, which we have come across, they are not very much right now into this organic products, to be honest. And but overall, you can the states which we are already working are Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, even Kerala is coming up with these things. In West is Gujarat, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh. Punjab is also becoming active on this. Assam is also active. So there are a lot of states, except one or two here or there where people are not into this, but still people are taking up. We just recently got a lot of inquiries from Odisha also. So it is there and people are picking it up. So it is not only limited to a particular state or particular direction of the country, it is there across India. And even for exports, there is a huge market for exports. There are a lot of countries who want to go green, countries like Malaysia, even for Pakistan. Pakistan is also interested into this.
Okay. Soumya, she is from Odisha, and she wants to know what's the process to start distributorship of your products. Okay.
Now, for this, I would very well take her email ID and I'll send her a complete, I'll ask my marketing team to send her a complete details of the same. That would be right, because discussing everything would be not easy here.
Soumya, please type your contact number or email ID where he can contact you. And so meanwhile, I request you also to please type in your email ID and contact number if someone wants to contact you.
Any other questions anybody interested to ask can very well ask me.
Okay. So how to get the certifications and license to supply these products in international markets?
Okay. When we are thinking for international market, first of all, you will require an IEC code, that is Import-Export Code. Which is required for any kind of exports. Secondly, there are countries, how we work, I'll tell you how we basically work. We currently have our own set of suppliers, buyers in Pakistan, in Saudi, in Malaysia, in Philippines, as well as in this Riyadh. How we work is that we do not get into the local market thing, because for every country has their own kind of legal issues. For South Africa, for Riyadh, for all these places, you require the product to be registered in that particular country. Now we sitting here, we cannot actually go out and get it registered, because there are countries who might even ask you for having a representative office or opening your own office, which is not possible. So in that case, what we do is basically, what we do basically is we have a strong individual who is there in Pakistan, or we have a strong individual who is there in Riyadh. He will directly import the product from us in a bulk quantity, and he will do his own branding and resell it. The registration process in that particular country, the marketing theme in that particular country, all is taken care by that particular person. We do not get involved into those things. We basically take a import-export code number, we send the samples to them, they do demonstrations. Once they are satisfied with the results, they come back to us, and we start a commercial business with them. This is how it actually works. Because if you try to promote it in your own branding in some other country, you might be requiring a huge amount of investment for that, which is not feasible for every company.
Okay. So markets are very competitive. So in initial years of establishment of good business, how to get breakthrough?
Okay. Yes, it's a very valid point that it's a very competitive market. Now, how we face the same problem, and we face the same problem. So what we did, we basically asked our field people to go and do a demonstration directly to the farmer as compared to a dealer. What happens is that there are a lot of dealers in the market or distributors in the market. Now a dealer or a distributor will generally ask for a huge margin from you, and he is not bothered about what kind of quality you are making. So in that case, if you are able to, supposing you take a particular village, you can talk to the sarpanch or that main person of that village, and you can ask him for doing a demonstration of your product. What my business sense says, pricing is a second issue. Always your quality should be number one. If you are able to give a very good quality product to the customer or the end farmer, your success is very much possible. So we as a company always have been focused in mainly making a product which is highly qualitative in nature, which is able to deliver results to the farmer. And at the end of the day, when a farmer is able to get the desired results, he generally comes back to the dealer or distributor, and a demand is created from the bottom level itself. So that is how we try to actually try to compete in the market, wherein we don't try to push the products from the dealer or distributor, we try to generate a demand from the bottom level itself.
Okay. So what is more difficult, production or marketing of these organic agri inputs?
To be honest, both. Reason is that in production and marketing, you cannot actually you cannot compare both. But the first part is that when you talk about production, you need to find out. It's not about making a single product. We keep on innovating. You will always find us, and you will always find a new product from us every 3 months or 4 months down the line. We do not, because when we are making a particular product, and when it is easy to produce for anybody to enter into that particular sector, then there are a lot of people who are ready to invest the money. Only when we are able to give a differentiating product in the market, we are able to survive for a longer period of time. So we as a company, we always focus first of all in developing new products which are new to the market, and which you can actually give to the farmer, because a new technology is very important to be given. As far as marketing is concerned, marketing is always tough, because at the first instance, because first getting the farmer convinced or a dealer convinced is the most difficult part. But once your product is there in the field, and once you start delivering the results, the farmer itself or a dealer itself will ask for more and more. So both the sides are difficult, but I think so production wise it's much more difficult, because we need to develop more and more innovative products.
Okay. Soumya wants to know, how does the demonstration take place? Because it takes 3 to 6 months in different crops to measure results.
Okay. See, right now there are different. See, if supposing there is a 3-month cycle crop, then there are in agri inputs also. We as a company we have 3 different kind of products. First of all is the soil conditioner, which is applied at the time of sowing of a particular crop. There is a plant growth promoter which is known as PGR popularly, which is again applied after, let's say, 1 month after a crop is up to a particular stage. And lastly is a biopesticide range or a pesticide range which helps to control various pest problems in the crop. So when we are talking about demonstration, you may find a particular season, let's say cotton, let's say cotton is there in MP right now in some places, or here, what they do, right now it's much more near the flowering stage. So they will use our plant growth promoter, they will try to spray it. Generally right now there are so many advanced products which show the result within 7 to 10 days after application of the product. So the results are very much visual in 7 to 10 days itself. As a result of which farmer is able to get convinced by the method, by his own eyes, there is some results. Let me give a small example. One of our distributors in Tamil Nadu, he was not getting any chilies for last 6 months. He tried our product in one of the particular crop and in that chili, and within a week or 10 days time he was able to get at least 30 to 40 chilies in that same single crop. So this is how you are able to convince the farmer, and you are able to get these demonstrations done. Generally there is a, you can consider a 1 month kind of a duration for getting this thing rolling in your favor.
Okay.
If there is no rainfall, the rainfall is one of the major areas, because if there is a rainfall, then your product can get washed away, and you might need to do a re-demo for that same.
Ravi, if you have any query, please type in. So in case of exports, what are the criteria to be fulfilled?
As I said, export, this particular products, as I said in the earlier stage itself, these particular products are not covered under Fertilizer Corporation Act or Insecticide Act of India. So as a result of this, there is no license in particular which is required to actually export this product, but you require a basic license which is known as import-export code or import-export license, which is required for doing any kind of international transaction, which is very well available from your Directorate of Export, which is there in almost all the major cities, which you can find online also very easily. And you can, I think so, you need to just apply there and you can get it for just less than 1,000 rupees. It costs you, and you can get that license in say 15-20 days time. That is how it works, and there are various licenses for that. In that license you need to mention whether you are a trader, whether you are a manufacturer, or that thing you need to specify in that license. That's it. There is the other license is supposed to be taken by your counterpart who is there in the other country, because you cannot go out there and get your product registered there. That is not possible for you.
Okay. Sir, Ravi is starting into this domain. So you want to provide him any guidelines which he should be aware of it, or if there is any risk involved in it?
As such, I don't know what Ravi is actually, he wants to start with manufacturing, with marketing. What is he right now currently doing? I am not aware as to how exactly to answer his query. I am not sure.
He wants to, Ravi, can you be specific? You want to start agriculture, but I mean what kind of?
It would be good if you can just call me up on my mobile. I am available. There is no point. I'll tell him. I'll help him out. No problems with that.
Okay. Okay, Ravi, you can call him, or you can drop in your question to his email ID. Yeah, Nitesh.
Does he wants to grow? Does he want to grow that particular fruits and vegetable, or he wants to get into input business?
I think he wants to.
Okay. I'm not sure about much more into growing part, but it's a good business to enter into. There are a lot of retail malls also. You can directly contact this kind of malls like Reliance is there. Lot of this Big Bazaar, all these people also buy a lot of this organic products directly from you. In fact, there are these companies do lot of time they undertake contract farming also from you. This is what info I have. Much more I will be not able to guide you.
Okay. I request members, if you have any further questions, please type in. Okay. I hope there are no more questions for the time being. And if the audience has any further questions, please visit agricultureinformation.com under online education in webinar thread. And under this link, you can post your questions in the forum and continue the discussion directly with Mr. Nitesh. Also, I request audience, please fill the feedback form on today's talk. Please spare a minute and fill this form. And I would like also to inform recording of this talk will be uploaded in webinar thread of our discussion forum. And before I end this meeting, I would also like to all let you know regarding our site. It's www.vmgmart.com. If you are looking for any agriculture products, you may visit this site. Thanks for attending this webinar. This is an event organized by agricultureinformation.com. I would like to thank Mr. Nitesh for this informative talk, and I would also like to thank all the members who joined us. So please visit our webinar thread under the online education section for updates on forthcoming events. Thanks, Mr. Nitesh.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. It's a pleasure. It's my pleasure to be here. And if anybody wants any kind of directions into organic farming or things like that, they can directly get in touch with me on my contact number, on which I am again typing it down, and I'll be ready to help you all. No problems with that.
Yeah, thank you. You were very informative. So I'll be closing this meeting now. Have a nice day, everyone.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thank you, ma'am.